Andrew Hutchins here, not a licensed physician at the time I'm making this video, so it's purely for entertainment, not medical advice. Someone asked me the other day, do I need to fast before I do my blood work? And my answer was, it mostly doesn't matter, but there are a few things on your list that you'd want to fast for. For example, insulin, blood sugar, human growth hormone. Those are important ones because you eat, you're going to spike your blood sugar, you're going to spike your insulin, you're going to decrease your human growth hormone. But for things like testosterone, cholesterol, you may think cholesterol, but what if I eat cholesterol, then my blood levels are going to be high. Studies have even shown that it's a pretty insignificant change. If you keep in mind how much your levels of all these things change just throughout one day, or throughout the week, or throughout the month, it really doesn't matter much if you eat before and you change it by a few percent. Yeah, if you want to be as precise as possible, always fast for like you'd have to pick exactly the same amount of time to fast for if you really want to be that precise. I don't worry about it. I go and I do my blood work regardless of what I've eaten. Now, other things are going to influence your blood work, whether you drink coffee, how much water you drink. Everything's going to affect your blood work. But these are little things. So if you take them and you compare them to just natural fluctuation, in my opinion, it doesn't matter too much. But again, if you want to be as precise as possible, somehow you're going to have to fast exactly the same amount of time each time. You're going to have to somehow eat exactly the same. You're going to drink exactly the same amount of water. You're going to sleep this. It's impossible. You can't do it. You can try to control the things you can control, but at the end of the day, don't stress about it. If you can get your blood work done at 2 in the afternoon and you already ate breakfast, don't blow it off. Unless you're doing something like insulin, blood sugar, human growth hormone, but most other things don't actually matter. And this is backed up by scientific studies. And it's funny, people like with testosterone, they often, it's just interesting where I don't like how I'm looking at my screen, but it makes me not look at the camera. But you see it with testosterone results. It's that people stress out a lot about it. They're like, oh, but I didn't sleep enough, or I'm sick, or whatever. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Like, people have this misconception that you gotta sleep 8 hours, or if you sleep 6 hours, your testosterone is gonna go down by 30% or something. No. If you are dieting down for a bodybuilding competition or something and you're really lean, you got no body fat, you're not eating much cholesterol, your body's in a state of stress, that's going to lower your testosterone. But is sleeping 5 hours instead of 8 going to lower your testosterone? No. It might lower it a little bit, but it's most likely going to be statistically insignificant. So there you got it. Now, it's complicated because if you don't know about every single blood parameter, you might think, oh, I can just eat. But there might be one in there that you shouldn't eat before you do. But I personally, every time I go to get my blood done, they go, oh, have you fasted? I go, yeah. I'm not going to say no, because then they're like, oh, well, you need to fast. You got to come back a different day. It's like, no, I don't need to come back a different day. I'm getting my testosterone and my cholesterol checked along with some other stuff. I do not need to fast before I do it. If I want to fast, I'll fast, but I don't need to. But once again, blood sugar, insulin, human growth hormone, those ones are important to fast before. So yeah, if you're curious about some other blood parameter, leave it in the comments. I'll get back to you. You can always search on the internet, but you shouldn't just read a Google result. People have a bad habit nowadays. They search something on Google and they just read the top result. You shouldn't actually read any of the results. You should look for actual evidence-based medical studies. The problem is most people don't know how to read them. I'm really good at reading them. If you're ever interested in a certain topic, you can ask me to make a video on it. But if it's something that I'm just not super interested in already, or I don't know about, or I need to spend time that is very valuable for me, you can hire me to do the research for you and get back to you with a response. You can hire me in general for medical consultations, not medical consultations, health consultations. Well, they can be medical consultations, I just can't give medical advice. I can give medical information. But I can't give medical advice until I have my medical license. So you can hire me for consultations, coaching on medicines, on vitamins, on supplements, on special supplements, on harm reduction, on training, on anything. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out the other videos.